Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Tech Digest. Number 1. The 13th Gen Intel Core i7 and i5 are powerful enough. Most users will find the Intel Core i3 sufficient for their needs, but you'll want a more powerful chip if you're a creator or a gamer. Nevertheless, that doesn't mean you should burn your money on an Intel Core i9. The latest Intel 13th Gen processors are powerful enough that even the mid-range Core i5 should suffice for most workloads. And if you want something that'll deal with a heavier workload like simultaneous gaming and streaming, the Intel Core i7 will do that job. We usually reserve the top-end Intel Core i9 for professionals with extremely heavy workloads. So if you're simulating the individual effects of millions of wind particles on your aircraft design or rendering a 3-hour 8K video, you find the Intel Core i9 the perfect tool for your needs. But if you don't require that kind of power, you're not using the chip to its maximum potential. It's like having a supercar you drive daily in bumper-to-bumper traffic and never take to the track. So if you're stumped on which processor you should get, check out this Intel Core processor comparison based on your needs. Number 2. Do you really need that many cores? The Intel Core i9 boasts 24 cores, 8 performance cores, and 16 efficiency cores. The Intel Core i7 only has 8 P-cores and 8 E-cores, while the i5 starts with just 6 P-cores and 4 E-cores. Given that, the Intel Core i9 is undoubtedly the superior processor among the three. But do you really need that many cores? If you're a gamer, you might have heard that games don't use multiple cores. While this might be true for older titles from the early 2000s, this is no longer true. Still, most developers maximize their games for the most common hardware. When we researched the specifications for these processors, the highest core count we recorded was for the Intel Core i7 8700 and Ryzen 5 3600, which have 6 each. So even if you go for the 13th Gen Intel Core i5, you're getting at least 10 cores, more than enough for most games. 3. The 13th Gen Intel Core i9 is insanely hot and difficult to cool. Almost all processors have a thermal throttling feature to prevent damaging or killing it if it runs too hot. However, when a CPU thermal throttles, it also means it's not running at its best speed, and you're not getting the most performance. The 13th Gen Intel Core i9 is extremely powerful. Although its base power consumption is just 150 watts, it can jump up to more than 250 watts when running at full capacity. Unfortunately, this will strain every kind of air cooler, so much so that Intel doesn't include a stock air cooler with this processor. To get the most out of the chip, you'll want to use water cooling over air cooling. This means getting an AIO cooling solution or even a custom water block. However, even experienced computer builders like Linus Tech Tips say that it's nearly impossible to cool the 13th Gen Core i9 unless you resort to exotic solutions that will definitely make your expensive chip not covered by warranty. Number 4. You don't want a massive CPU on your desk. Because of the space requirements to cool the 13th Gen Intel Core i9, you'll likely end up with a massive tower on your desk or under your table. Unless you have an expansive workstation, this will take up precious real estate on your desk. So if you want a portable CPU that'll fit nearly into the corner under your desk, the Intel Core i9 chip is likely out of the question. You can check out our PC case size guide to help you decide what kind of build you need. 5. A powerful CPU is more than just a powerful processor. When building a computer, you shouldn't just look at and build around one component. Instead, you should look at your PC in its totality. For example, if you're installing the most powerful NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4090, you can't just match it with an Intel Core i3 chip from 10 years ago. Neither you can plug in the latest DDR5 6000 RAM without checking if your motherboard will support it. This works similarly with processors. If you're getting a 13th Gen Intel Core i9, check if your cooling solution will support it. You must also consider whether your RAM and SSD are fast enough to meet its demands. If you don't figure these things out, you might end up with performance bottlenecks that will stop you from getting the most performance from your investment. Number 6. What do you need your computer for? While having the best of the best is nice, it's usually not cost efficient. After all, why spend over $5,000 on a powerful computer when a desktop PC at $1,500 will deliver the same experience? You can then use the $3,500 savings to get a better gaming chair, a nicer monitor, or even a complete room renovation to give you a better overall experience. So unless you will use the computer for processor-intensive tasks like particle simulation, massive mathematical computations, and compiling tons of code, then the i9's power is simply wasted. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.